Hi everybody and welcome back to Wizzy's World. I'm Wizzy and on this channel we do a little bit of everything from crafting, gaming, planning, organizing, budgeting, and so much more. And it's all mixed into one channel to make up my life. Today I'm going to be making my 2026 vision board and I'm going to show you all what I come up with. A vision board, if you don't know, is basically a physical or digital collage of images, quotes, affirmations, positive things that represent exactly what you want to achieve in the year that's coming. It's to help you reach your goals. It is also about manifesting. The idea is that by putting this vision board where you will look at it multiple times a day and it's in plain view, you're putting that positive energy into the universe every time you look at it. You know what you're reaching for. You know what your life is going to be, what you want it to be. So you're subconsciously aligning your actions and mindset to make those dreams a reality. I made one last year. It was the first time I made one, and I really enjoyed it. I actually reached some of those goals. I got married. I'm actually having a baby soon, and I got to go to the beach twice instead of just once last year, and I love the beach. That's one of my main goals. I've already printed out my pictures that I want to use in my quotes, and I used my Cricut machine to help me do the cutting and resizing. Instead of using a subscription to another service, I just use Cricut Design Space to resize any images I need. And I'm going to show you some of these, and then I will show you my finished product. When it comes to a vision board, most people use a poster board, I believe. I personally didn't want to do that. I wanted something I could keep and easily change each year. So I got these little square push pin boards, I think is what they're called, where you put the thumbtacks to put things up. And I am going to use it again this year. That way, next year, I can just easily take it off and add new things without having to worry about buying a whole new poster board and worrying about all of that. But I'll show you all of that in the end. I've already put some of my pictures up there, but then my printer ran out of ink and I had to wait for them to send me more. So that's how that went. I got my ink in. Now we're going to finish this up. Okay, so obviously I have this cut out. Let's see if I can, because I want my content creation to do well. I want to be able to succeed at this, and I enjoy it. So I want to do it more. That's going on the vision board. And I really love savings challenges and cash stuffing. If you've ever heard of that, if not, there are some great YouTube videos that you can look up and find so many. And it really did help me save so much money when I did this. And it really helped me to figure out in my budget what exactly was worth paying for, what mattered to me enough to pay for, and how much I was willing to pay, and how much money I was wasting on things that just don't matter in my life. So here is my representation, one of my representations of that. I found these pictures, the majority of them. Some of them I actually have from previous trips that I took, but you can find magazine pictures, cut them out. You can use Pinterest, which is the one I go to the most. It's got a lot of good stuff that you can find just about everything on Pinterest. This one, because I mean, who wouldn't want a big stack of cash next to some pretty red roses? That would make me happy. That one. Obviously, I need to eventually mark out the name on this one on the plaque and put my own, but that's not something I'm going to worry about right now. This is one of the pictures I took myself. There's a lake nearby that I like to go to, but I realized that in the recent couple of years, I haven't really been going as much as I would like to go, because if I can't be near an ocean, I want to be near some body of water. That's what makes me happy. I really want to just start going back to the lake or the river more when it gets warmer. because that's what makes me happy. So I have a picture of where I hang out at the lake. Actually not going to give you a close-up of that one, but I have a picture of me and my best friend from a while back because I want to focus on keeping my relationships and getting closer because I don't have many people in my life that I care about. I'm one of those people, I choose quality people over quantity, and I've found that just a couple of quality people in my life is so much better than a bunch of mediocre people. And when you're doing vision boards and manifesting, you'll start to cut a lot of people, actually, not just some, a lot of people off. People that you thought would be in your life forever, they turn out to be seasonal people. Also, I printed out this check, which I have not filled out because if you know anything about manifesting and vision boards, you've heard anything. You've probably heard about Jim Carrey writing himself $1 million check and putting it in his wallet or sticking it up where he could see it. I don't know which one. Either way, it became true. He received that amount of money when he did, I want to say Dumb and Dumber. Could be wrong on that, but I want to say it was Dumb and Dumber. He received that amount of money. So I'm going to write myself a check. I'm not going for the $1 million because the whole point of this is to make it believable. My subconscious is not going to believe I can make $1 million in a year. So I have to start small. I also didn't think I'd ever be married, and I definitely never thought I would have a baby. Which, by the way, I think was a miscommunication because we wasn't talking about when I was doing my vision board with my best friend last year. We were not talking about me having a baby. We were talking about in the future, her having another baby. But in her life, there's just no man worthy of that lifestyle, helping her with that lifestyle. So I guess where I had my husband now, I guess the universe was like, we'll give her the second best thing. We'll give her a niece. And so I'm the one that's having the baby, which is good. I'm happy. I just never thought it would happen. But I also really love working with plants, gardening, and that type of thing, being outside. So I have a little wheelbarrow of flowers, which I thought was fitting because there's an old wheelbarrow I plan on planting flowers in outside my house. I enjoy resin work. I don't do it that often because I'm going to be honest with you, not very good at it. No matter how hard I practice, how much I try, there's always air bubbles. There's always flaws. I just can't seem to get it right, but I do enjoy it. And it also represents, this particular picture, part of the ocean, which I still love. So I have my little resin sea turtles picture. And once this baby is out of me, I would like to have my body back. So another beach representation, but also a representation of, please, I know it's not going to be exactly the same, but can we work on that when she's out into the world and I have my body back? Money is an unlimited resource to me. I always have more money than I need. Obviously, if you haven't seen the other video on my channel, the first one, not very good at it yet. Give me time. I'm getting better. I'm used to being on a podcast where people aren't looking at me. I'm not being seen. So we're getting used to it. But I have my Cricut machine. Well, that's not my Cricut machine. That's somebody else's Cricut machine. But I have a Cricut machine with an iPad because that helps when it comes to certain things when you're creating. To represent my upcoming child, I want her to love the beach just as much as I do. So there's little baby footsies with a beach in the background and sand on the cute little baby footsies. I want to be able to take her to the beach And I want to get her used to water early in life so that she's not afraid of it. Because the people that raised me, they couldn't swim. I had to figure that out. And I have another little quote. This one is from Doctor Who, because I'm a Doctor Who fan, the show from BBC. I think it's on Disney now, Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. The quote that the doctor said is, "We are all stories in the end. Just make it a good one." This was the same quote I had on last year's vision board, and I just love it so much. I feel like it's going to be on a lot of future vision boards because it's a good quote. Make the best of it. Make it a good story. And this is also another Doctor Who quote. One of his companions actually said this one, though. "Don't give up. Not ever. Not for one single day. Be safe if you can be, but always be amazing." And I had that one on last year's board too. More money. Big rolls of money. Stacks of money, rolls of money. Money, money, money. This was also found in the resin section, and I collect seashells whenever I go to the beach. So I have that one to represent two of those things. I have some background pictures so that it's not just a dark gray background on all of the pictures, which is the color of the cork board that I have. That's what they're called, cork board. So I printed out some background pictures as well, which I'll wait till the end to show you those. A microphone with money, because microphone, making videos. I would love to have this craft set up, because right now, if you've seen the other video that I posted of me making t-shirts, well, a t-shirt, my work area is my kitchen, which watch the other video to see that. It's not bad. It's a big kitchen. It's good. I'm grateful. I love my kitchen, actually. Which is why I don't really have a kitchen manifesting vision board picture, because I love my kitchen. I would just love to paint it a beachy colored blue, because at the moment it's that old brown, kind of like the background walls. Actually, it's exactly like the walls in my background. I'd like to paint my living room too, because brown, it's all brown and boring and dark, and I hate it. So I want a bright blue, a bright beach blue, which will happen without the vision board. I've already got enough paint that it's blue from doing the nursery to paint the little antique desk that I have in my kitchen with my sewing machine on it, and I'm just going to work from there. So I don't have a kitchen vision board, because all the other kitchens I found were not as big or as good as my kitchen layout. But I would love to have a designated crafting area, or a crafting room, or a crafting shed, something like that. So I have this to represent that, which I thought was cute. And then there's another quote, "Rich off content." And I have enough money to do whatever I want. I'm a crafty girl. Oh, and here's a picture of me at the lake I was talking about earlier. I was with one of my friends, and she took this picture for me. But that's to represent that I want to go to the lake more and be outside and in nature more, because I've been neglecting that, and that's what makes me happy. Also, this could also represent the "can I please have my body back?" Okay, so this one is one sticker sheet, because I got photo sticker paper to do this, but I put this one on one big sheet. There is a picture of me There's this fire tower nearby that I like to, you have to hike up a mountain to get to it, but it's not a very long hike. So the view is beautiful once you get up there. I like to do that, and I didn't even do it this year. I don't think I went on any hikes this year at all. And that's something I really want to get back into. I want to do that. It made me happy. I was healthier. And just being out in nature is what I need. And then there's another content creating picture on here and a book with a resin bookmark because I love to read, but haven't really been doing it that much. I've just been focusing on other things, and I need to make time to read like 30 minutes to an hour a day or at least once a week. Something entertaining, though. I do read, but it's mostly things online or while I'm doing research or nonfiction things, which is good. That's obviously good. But I want to start reading more fiction things as well, more entertaining type reading. So I also have one with a book with a bunch of wildflowers because I want to plant a bunch of wildflowers to bring in pollinators like butterflies and hummingbirds and all that around my property. Still, I have, there's me. Oh, sorry, that's the book. There's me at the top of my fire tower hill mountain. And there's another background one. So I'm going to cut off here, and I will be back after I've pinned these up to my vision board, cork board. And so I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm having to use my phone this time. I'm not sure which one. We'll turn it this way just in case it becomes better. But here is my vision board. It goes all the way across. It's above my desk where I can see it. It's in my living room at the same time where I can see it as I'm sitting on the couch. I haven't filled out the check obviously yet, but I will. Ignore the outlet. It's not part of the vision. But this is my 2026 vision board. And I think I have all that I need or that I want. And some of this stuff I already have, and I just want to keep it going good. Like that. A relationship with my husband. And my friendship. And here we go. There is a view. Ignore the outlets. There's a reason that there are two there. One does not work. It is what it is. But I do have my little Doctor Who TARDIS night light up there because the lighting isn't very good right here. So I was trying to make it as bright as I could. And that's just artwork from where I went to New Orleans in, I think it was 2022. I got it from the French Quarter. So there's my vision board, and I love it. And I hope it has inspired you all to make one yourselves and manifest all of your dreams and your goals. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.